Done. Thank you, Majesty. So long as Arl Howe pays, I'm happy.
I'm sorry to cut this short, but I should return to my tent. Loghain waits eagerly to bore me with his strategies.
Your uncle sends his greetings and reminds you that Redcliffe forces could be here in less than a week.
Ha! Eamon just wants in on the glory. We've won 3 battles against these monsters, and tomorrow should be no different.
Oh, he's a little too cocky. Sounds like the Blights. Oh, you sound very confident of that.
Overconfident, some would say. Right, Duncan?
Oh boy.
Your Majesty, I'm not certain the Blight can be ended quite as quickly as you might wish.
I'm not even sure this is a true blight. There are plenty of Darkspawn on the field, but alas, we've seen no sign of an archdemon.
Disappointed, Your Majesty?
I'd hoped for a war like in the tales. A king riding with the fabled Grey Wardens against a tainted god. But I suppose this will have to do. I must go before Loghain sends out a search party. Farewell, Grey Wardens.
Poor guy's romanticized the whole thing. It's not going to end well for him.
What the king said is true. They've won several battles against the Darkspawn here.
He didn't seem to take the Darkspawn very... Oh, yeah. Yeah, Duncan, you don't sound very reassured.
Despite the victories so far, the Darkspawn horde grows larger with each passing day. By now, they look to outnumber us. I know there is an archdemon behind this, but I cannot ask the king to act solely on my feeling.
Then maybe we should... What would you have him do? Why not? If you could... You could if you were not such a fool. Do you think there's any danger? Yeah, why can't you?
Yet not enough to wait for reinforcements from the Grey Wardens of Orlais. He believes our legend alone makes him invulnerable.
Stupid.
Our numbers in Ferelden are too few. We must do what we can, and look to Teyrn Loghain to make up the difference. To that end, we should proceed with the joining ritual without delay.
The what?
Every recruit must go through a secret ritual we call the joining, in order to become a Grey Warden. The ritual is brief, but some preparation is required. We must begin soon.
Oh, what about... Okay, why is the ritual so secret?
The joining is dangerous. I cannot speak more of it except to say that you will learn all in good time. Until then, you must trust that what is done is necessary.
Okay. Am I the only recruit?
No, there are 2 other recruits here already. They have been waiting for us to arrive.
Okay, there's 3 of us. I need to find Fergus, though.
You heard what the king said. He is scouting in the wilds and beyond contact. Be patient. He will return.
Okay, what do you need me to do?
Feel free to explore the camp here as you wish. All I ask is that you do not leave it for the time being. There is another Grey Warden in the camp by the name of Alistair. When you're ready, seek him out and tell him it's time to summon the other recruits. Your hound can stay with me while I attend to some business. The Grey Warden tent is on the other side of this
Happy
bridge.
barking.
You'll find us there should you need to.
Okay. New codex. We got a bunch of new codexes. We'll take a look at those. Alright, what can we learn? Creatures. Archdemon. In darkness eternal they searched for those who had goaded them on until at last they found their prize, their god, their betrayer. The sleeping dragon Dumat, their taint twisted even the false god, and the whisperer, awoke at last in pain and horror and led them to wreak havoc upon all the nations of the world, the first blight. The false dragon gods of the Da Vinci Imperium lie buried deep within the earth, where they have been imprisoned since the Maker cast them down. No one knows what it is that drives the Darkspawn in their relentless search for the sleeping old gods. Perhaps it is instinct, as moths will fly into torch flames. Perhaps there is some remnant of desire for vengeance upon the ones who goaded the Magisters to assault heaven. Whatever the reason, when Darkspawn find one of these ancient dragons, it is immediately afflicted by the taint. It awakens twisted and corrupted, and leads the Darkspawn in a full-scale invasion of the land, a blight. Oh, so Darkspawn turn the old gods. Darkspawn turned the ancient dragons, which are the old gods, into archdemons. Okay. Oh, so where do the Darkspawn come from then? Who makes Darkspawn? The Kokori Wilds. It is said that in the midst of the Black Age, when werewolves stalked the lands of Ferelden in numbers, they kept every farmer indoors and a hound on every doorstep. A powerful Arl of the Alamari people stood and declared that he would put an end to the threat. His Arling stood on the border of the Dark Forest on the southern border of the Ferelden Valley, and he claimed that the werewolves used the forest to launch their midnight assaults on humanity. For 20 years, this Arl led an army of warriors and hounds deep into the forest. In his hunt for the werewolves, he slew not only every wolf he came upon, but also every member of the chastened wilder folk. Any one of them, he said, could harbor a demon inside and thus be a werewolf in disguise. For 20 years, the forest rang with screams and the rivers ran red. The tales say that an old chastened woman found her sons all dead at the Arl's blades. She pulled one of those very blades from one son's heart and plunged it into her own chest, cursing the Arl's name as she did so. Where her blood touched the ground, a mist began to rise. It spread and spread until it was everywhere in the forest. The Arl's army became lost, and it is said that they died there. Others say they wander still. The ruins of this Arling stand to this day, filled with the ghosts of women waiting eternally for their husbands to return. The forest of the legend is, of course, the Kokori Wilds. There are as many legends about the Great Southern Forest as there are shadows, or so the saying goes. The chastened wilder folk have made their home there since mankind first came to these lands, and the wildlands spread as far into the south as anyone has ventured. Beyond the mists are vast tracts of snow, white-capped mountains, and entire fields of ice. It is a land too cold for mankind to survive, yet the chastened eke out an existence even there, and they tell of horrors beyond the wilds that the lowland folk could not begin to comprehend. To most, Ferelden simply ends with the Kokori Wilds. There is nothing beyond. The wilds is a land of great trees, wet marshes, and dangerous monsters. What more need be said? Okay. Okay, we've already learned about High Ever. Oh, wait, hold on. This is more. Castle High Ever stood since the Divine Age, when it was not an independent Banner, but merely an outpost of the growing Banner Amaranthine. Yeah, we know all that. High Ever became a tear of the Black Age. Yep, we got that. Today, High Ever is one of only two remaining Tierners, making the Kuslan family second rank to only the king. The Kuslan family, however, was all but wiped out in an unexpected attack by Arl Howe of Amaranthine, and the fate of the Tierner is now in question. Those update, that's cool. King Kaelin Theron. I hoped for a war like in the tales, a king riding with the fabled Grey Wardens against a tainted god. Son of the legendary King Merrick Theron, Kaelin was the first Ferelden king born into a land free from foreign rule in 2 generations. Since his father's death, he's held the throne alongside his queen, Honora. When Bryce sent his men to support the king in Ostagar, Howe took it as an opportunity to attack High Ever, slaughtering the people there and claiming the lands and title as his own. All of the inhabitants of Castle Kuslan, only Hughdoo survived. That's me. Logain Mac Tyr. It takes more than legends to win a battle. Logain was born a farmer during the time when his country was under foreign occupation. When he was still a boy, he joined the resistance, where his considerable tactical genius quickly became apparent. He became close friends with Prince Merrick, the last true heir of the Ferelden throne, and together they led the rebels out to drive the forces of the Orlesian Empire. Merrick raised his friend to the nobility, and Logain is now more of a symbol than a man. He represents the Ferelden ideals of hard work and independence. Okay. Logain sounds cool. Where do we go? Oh, this way with them. What are you doing, guy?
Make a watch over you, my lord.
Okay. Can we talk to Duncan again?
The Grey Warden tent is across the bridge. Find me there if you wish.
Okay.
Hail, you must be the Grey Warden recruit that Duncan brought.
Yep.
This place hasn't seen such bustle in centuries, I'll wager. Need a hand getting anywhere?
I'm looking for Alistair.
Try heading north. I think he was sent with a message to the mages.
Okay, where's Duncan's
Not
tent?
far. It's straight ahead, just past the royal encampment.
Okay.
Most of your fellas are in the valley with the army, but the recruits seem to be staying up here for now.
Tell me about Ostagar.
Used to be a fortress a long time ago, so I understand. Back in the days when the Wilders used to invade the lowlands. You were just on the eastern side of the ruin. The Tower of Ishal is there, but Tairn Logain's closed it off until the battle. This side is the King's camp. We've got the Grey Wardens here, the Circle of Magi, the Chantry. You can't swing a dead cat without hitting somebody important.
Damn. Okay. Supplies?
Quartermaster, he's just a bit to the northwest.
Okay. Where's the king?
Probably in his tent. He and Tairn Logain are on the southwest side of the camp. The king likes to spend time with his soldiers, though. Sometimes even without his bodyguard. Drives Tairn Logain wild, that does.
Yeah, I can understand.
A few mages, yes. They even brought those creepy quiet fellows, the Tranquil. Gives me the shivers when they talk, all cold and even. They're to the north of here, bunched up with a herd of Templars glaring at them. Can't miss it.
Okay. Do I hear dogs? Doggos?
This is Ferelden, isn't it? The king has his kennels on the west side of camp.
Oh.
Stinks from all the hounds. These aren't
Lots of
killed
doggos.
puppies, though. Some of those dogs bite the darkspawn and get too much of that blood in them. It's like poison. Slow, painful death. Terrible.
Okay. What
Go on,
else? Okay, that's
Good
it.
luck to you then.
Got it. Ooh, lots of doggos. Okay. Alright, here's camp. Who dis? King's personal guard.
Greetings. King Kaelan is not in his tent right now?
Okay.
I suppose I do, though he's spending most of his time with the Grey Wardens. He rides with them wherever they go, in fact. Tairn Logain sees the king whenever he can and argues with him over coming battles, but the king just waves him off. The king wants to end the Blight with a single huge battle the bards will sing of for centuries. Do you think that's possible?
No.
That's how the Tairn feels. He'll do what the king wants in the end, though. The king thought it was funny that Tairn called him reckless, and they fought about the queen.
Why?
She's the Tairn's daughter. He wasn't happy
Oh.
about something she did or the king did, I'm not sure. I probably shouldn't discuss it.
The queen is Logain's daughter, who's married to the king. Okay. Who dis? Logain's
You
guard.
approach the tent of Tairn Logain. State your business. How can you not know of Logain?
I don't know.
He helped free Ferelden. He was the brains behind King Maric's armies and drove out those damned Orlesians. King Maric rewarded him by making him a Tairn. Can you imagine? A commoner became a high nobleman just like that. Without Logain, you can bet the king wouldn't be winning against these Darkspawn.
Oh.
He's inside, but I don't think it's my place to discuss his activities.
Okay. Tell me about him?
I suppose, as long as we talk quietly. He and the king have been arguing for days. The Tairn's known the king since he was swaddled, so they don't stand on ceremony. The Tairn speaks his mind, and the king yells right back. Personally, I think the king should do what Tairn Logain tells him. Without the
Probably.
Tairn, we wouldn't be doing as well here as we are.
Okay. Can I get an audience with him?
I suppose you have a message for him. Hold on, then.
Okay.
Yes, what is it? Oh, you're Duncan's new Grey Warden, I assume.
Yep.
Kaelan's fascination with the Wardens goes beyond the ordinary. Are you aware his father brought your order back to Ferelden?
I wasn't. Nope.
Maric respected the Grey Wardens. They have an honored place in the hearts of our people. But Marek would have understood that it takes more than legends to win a battle. That's not an argument I'll repeat here. You look familiar. Have I seen you at the Landsmeet?
Probably. My father was the Tairn of
The
HERE.
king told me of his promise. I'm certain he has every intention of following it through. I don't suppose you'll be riding into the thick of battle with the rest of your fellows, will you?
I hope so.
Here for the glory, huh? Fair enough. Now I must return to my task. Pray that our king proves amenable to wisdom, if you're the praying sort.
Oh, and if he doesn't?
Then simply pray.
Okay. What did we get there? King Merrick Theron. It is difficult to separate the man from the myth, the last survivor of the bloodline of King Calenhad, the Silver Knight. Merrick drove the Olesian forces from Ferelden's borders, reclaimed the throne, and freed our people from foreign tyranny. All true and all larger than life. He was born in hiding near Cathal's Crossing to the rebel queen Moria and grew up in the rebel camps, an outlaw in his own country. When the rebel queen died, Merrick inherited her homeless nobles, malcontents, and displaced freeloaders, and with the aid of his friend Logain MacTyr, built them into an army. After the pivotal battle of River Dane, Merrick took the throne. He married Rowan, daughter of Rendorn Guerin, Arl of Redcliffe, and began the long, slow process of rebuilding everything Orlais had demolished during 70 years of occupation. Okay. Ostagar, representing the furthest point of encroachment by the ancient Tevinter Imperium into the barbarian lands of the southeast, the fortress of Ostagar was once one of the most important defensive holdings south of the Waking Sea. It stood at the edge of the Kokori Wilds, watching for any signs of invasion by the barbarians known today as the Chasen Wilders. Straddling a narrow pass in the hills, the fortress needed to be bypassed to reach the fertile lowlands to the north and proved to be exceedingly difficult for the Wilders to attack because of its naturally defensible position. Like most Imperial holdings in the south, Ostagar was abandoned after Tevinter's collapse during the First Blight. It was successfully sacked by the Chasen Wilders, and then, as the Chasen threat dwindled following the cremation of the modern Ferelden nation, fell to ruin completely. It has remained unmanned for 4 centuries, though most of its walls still stand, as does the tall Tower of Ishal, named after the great Archon that ordered its construction. Ostagar remains a testament to the magical power of the Imperium that created it. Oh. So Ostagar is a really cool old ruin. What the hell's all this? Who dat? Ferelden Army Forces Commander. Do I want to be up here?
This is supposed to be the battle that sends these Darkspawn back underground. You believe that?
I don't know what to believe. We've won every battle, but there's more of them each time.
Makes you wonder if them Grey Wardens are right.
I don't want to think about that.
Sounds like the perfect time to get drunk, if you ask me.
Don't do that. We're busy. We got stuff to do. Is there anything down here? It's a couple people.
My faith sustains me. I shall not fear 10,000 men should they set themselves against me.
Oh?
Blessed are they who stand before the corrupt and the wicked, and do not falter.
What are we praying to? Mountain? Okay. Ooh, hello. Hello, stuff.
All right.
A dagger. A helmet. Ooh. That is a much better helmet. It is not a better helmet. Interesting. Those are the same. Those are the same. Okay, what I have is better. Okay. Alright, I want to put my greatsword on. So the leather helmet is better still. Okay. Anything else over here? Who are these guys? Highever Forces
Herr
Commander.
Loghain may not think much of the Grey Wardens, but the king was wise to bring you here.
Okay, what about you?
Well met, my lord.
Ooh. Ooh, ooh, ooh. You are a Knight of Highever. Hello. Alright, so that's... Ooh, anything in here? Not really. Okay. What's going on over here? What's in this? I don't know, it's locked. What's going on here?
Different kinds. We're getting reports of things we've never even heard of. Our short friend here, for instance, is something called a genlock. They're pretty common in the Horde, but we've seen others much larger. We don't know where these new Darkspawn are coming from, or what they can do. All I can say is to use caution. There aren't any we've seen that won't die once they bleed enough.
Okay.
Well, don't touch the carcass. We'll be burning it so it doesn't infect anything.
Okay. What else we got around here? Go this way. Ooh, there's Duncan. We'll talk to him later. Who dis? Royal Knight.
Ferelden can defeat these things on its own. We need no Orlesian charity.
Okay.
Welcome to the King's camp, my lord.
Okay. Elfroot, wonderful. Who dis?
Hail. You're one of Duncan's new recruits, correct? I can't let you through to the Korkari Wilds until he gives the word.
Why not?
The Korkari Wilds is a dangerous place. More so now that it crawls with Darkspawn.
Oh.
They say the Great Blight began deep within its forests. One of our scouting patrols has been gone for 3 days. We're taking bets on who got them first, the Darkspawn or the Witches of the Wilds.
The witches?
Oh, sure. There's an old legend in these parts about Flemeth, the apostate sorceress who conquered this area centuries ago. She united the chasing barbarians and invaded the farmlands. That's when the great hero, Cormac, destroyed her army with his. Took her head right off, so they say. Her daughters survived and became the Witches of the Wild. Tales tell of them plaguing this area since. Mostly superstitions, stealing babies and spoiling milk.
Flemeth is the one that killed her husband that had Hightower before the Kuslan family took it over.
Only when it's dark and the wind is bad. No doubt those patrols met some Darkspawn. That's enough for anyone to worry about.
But
at any
my
rate,
brother's
that's why
out there.
Duncan doesn't want you wandering out without his say-so.
Okay. So what's going on over here?
You there, elf.
We must see to our hounds. To an Ash warrior, a hound is as much a weapon as a blade.
Go tell Loghain that the war party's ready to begin scouting. We'll send word if we find anything amiss.
Yes, sir. Right away, sir.
We are
Okay.
preparing for battle. This is a solemn time for us.
Okay.
What do you need? You haven't brought more instructions from the Tern, I hope.
More instructions?
Tern Loghain has changed our scouting route 12 times. If you're not from the Tern, what do you want? We're busy.
You don't look like the other soldiers.
We aren't. We're Ash warriors.
What's that?
Our training has been passed down since Lathias the Dwarf's son first harnessed the battle rage of the dwarves. It is an old tale.
Okay, so what do Ash Warriors do?
We harness the rage inside us, nurture it, and draw it out so we cannot fall in battle until our last foe is slain. It is a dwarven discipline, but we've adapted it to let us fight alongside our hounds. That is our way. I trust my hound with my life, as he trusts me with his.
Ah, I have one.
Then you are most fortunate. A trained Mabari hound is as dangerous as any sword. We do not speak of a city pet or those things that sit in an old woman's lap.
Why did you paint your dog?
They use scent to distinguish us from our enemies, but the blood of battle can confuse them. So we paint ourselves with Caddis, which overpowers the blood, and also paint our hounds so they know we are the same.
Oh, what if the enemy is painted with Caddis as well.
Why? Would you steal our Caddis and give it to the Darkspawn hordes?
No?
If you tried, we would kill you. And that is no joke.
Fair. What are you preparing for?
To scout the wilds and watch the progression of the Darkspawn horde. With luck, we'll find and slaughter many stragglers. The hunt will be good if my hound survives the blood of his prey. If he dies, I shall mourn tonight.
Survives the blood?
Darkspawn blood is poisonous, but not always fatal. Those who survive grow immune to its effects. The Wardens say that tainted blood drives even the survivors mad eventually. But not today. Today, we hunt and we kill.
Wouldn't it be smarter to leave the dog? Well, that doesn't make sense. Because they train to fight alongside their dogs.
They fight at our side. We don't fret over their safety as if they were children.
Alright, who is Luthieus the Dwarfson?
I am no bard, but I will do my best. Matthias was a claimed tribesman. Some said he was too short to be a warrior, but he was strong and fierce. His chieftain sent him to the dwarves of Orzammar to negotiate an alliance, where he fell in love with the king's daughter, Skya, and brought her back to his tribe. She taught Matthias to use the dwarven battle wrath to summon his strength and ignore all pain. Matthias then taught this to the clan, who made him their chieftain.
What happened?
Matthias's prowess earned him the love of Morrigannon, a beautiful chieftain of another tribe. When Skya learned of his seduction, she returned to her people. Matthias was grieved. He sent Morrigannon away, but this only vexed her, and began a long war between their tribes.
Oh shit.
In the end, Matthias slew Morrigannon in single combat. However, his wounds were great, and he perished when the rage ended. The dwarves came from Orzammar that day, and gave Matthias an honored burial in the mountains. And we live by his teachings even today.
Ooh. What happened to Skya?
It is said that before the final battle, she returned to Matthias and gave him a shirt of dwarven chain, along with a final night of passion.
Oh shit.
And she was gone forever. If she lived on in Orzammar, only the dwarven folk could say for certain.
Okay. So he betrayed his wife and killed his lover.
He was a great man with great passions. Perhaps you'll hear a more inspiring version in a tavern someday.
Okay.
My thanks. There is hunting to be done, and I'll not be kept from it.
That's fair. Alright, so... is that... this one. At an early age, Luthius was smaller than most children of the Alamari. At the age of 12, Luthius served Tutha, the son of the tribal chief, from his own dog. The dog had gone rabid, and when it attacked Tutha, Luthius slew it with his bare hands. Tutha's father, Mabine, was impressed with Luthius' strength and bravery, and so took him in as his own son. When Luthius grew to manhood, he became known for his charisma and bravery. While shorter than his fellow warriors, Luthius was stronger and doughtier than any warrior in the tribe. When Luthius was still a young man, Mabine sent him to the dwarven city of Osmar to negotiate an alliance. Mabine's tribe had come into conflict with other Alamari, and he needed as much help as he could get. Luthius was unable to convince... this is just a retelling of what we heard. Okay. Was there another one, though? Thought we got a couple. No, just that one? Okay. What's up with this dude? Ash Warrior Recruit. Oh, look. The dog is painted. Okay.
If you have business with the Ash Warriors, I suggest you speak to our commander.
Okay. What's over here? Doggos. More doggos. What's going on here?
Death is no failure, my friends. Should it find you, you will not have failed your king. You will have served your maker. Die in this battle, and when you stand before the Maker in the land beyond the Fade, he shall not find you wanting. Go not into death gladly, but with the knowledge that evil has been held at bay by your spilled blood. And if you go to stand beside the Maker, go with our blessing, for you shall not be forgotten. My friends, Let us bow our heads and remember those who have fallen and those who have yet to fall.
Okay.
Excuse me, I must get the hounds ready for battle. Half the dogs are sick from darkspawn blood. It's terrible. Excuse me, I must get the hounds ready for battle. Half the dogs are sick from
he's striped.
darkspawn blood.
That's cool.
It's terrible.
Who dis? Win.
Greetings, young man. You are Duncan's newest recruit, are you not? He's not a man easily impressed. You should be proud. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Wynne, one of the mages summoned by the king.
Personally summoned?
Well met, and good luck to you on the battlefield. To us all, in fact.
Will you be fighting by the king's side?
Not precisely. The Grey Wardens will be on the front lines, not the mages. Still, we have our parts to play. To defeat the Darkspawn, we have to work together. It's not an idea everyone seems able to grasp.
You faced Darkspawn before?
Stragglers, yes. Not the vast horde the scouts speak of. I wonder, how much do you know of the connection between Darkspawn and the Fade?
None.
Anytime your spirit leaves your earthly body, whether it's to dream or to die, it passes into the realm we call the Fade. It's home to many spirits, some benevolent, others far less so. At the heart of the Fade lies the Black City. Some say the Black City was once the seat of the Maker. But when the mages from the Tevinter Imperium found a way into the city, it was tainted with their sin. That taint transformed those men, turning them into twisted reflections of their own hearts. And the Maker cast them back to the Earth, where they became the first Darkspawn. At least that's what the Chant of Light says.
So, the Tevinter mages who broke into the Black City became the first Darkspawn. I thought they were the dragons, or the old gods of the dragons. The Tevinter mages became the first Darkspawn. Got it. Okay.
It may be allegory, meant to teach us that our own evil causes human suffering. Or it may be true. It is as good an explanation as any for now.
Ooh, do you have any proper advice?
Advice? Never. You young ones know all there is to know about the world anyway. Why would you need advice from an elder? But I'm certain Duncan has more for you to do than talk to me.
Watch over the valiant King Kaelin and guide him as he
That was mean.
terrible evil. Watch over Terran Loghain.
I asked her for advice. She's like, young people. The Fade. The study of the Fade is as old as humankind. For so long as men have dreamed, we have walked its twisting paths, sometimes catching a glimpse of the city at its heart, always as close as our own thoughts, but impossibly separate from our world. The Tevinter Imperium once spent vast fortunes of gold, lyrium, and human slaves in an effort to map the terrain of the Fade, an ultimately futile endeavor. Although portions of it belong to powerful spirits, all of the Fade is in constant flux. The Imperium succeeded in finding the disparate and ever-shifting realms of a dozen demon lords, as well as cataloging a few hundred types of spirits, before they were forced to abandon the project. The relationship of dreamers to the Fade is complex. Even when entering the Fade through the use of lyrium, mortals are not able to control or affect it. The spirits who dwell there, however, can, and as the Chantry teaches us, the great flaw of the spirits is that they have neither imagination nor ambition. They create what they see through their sleeping visitors, building elaborate copies of our cities, people, and events, which, like the reflections in a mirror, ultimately lack context or life of their own. Even the most powerful demons merely plagiarize the worst thoughts and fears of mortals and build their realms with no other ambition than to taste life. Excuse me. Alright, who is Wynne? I will not lie motionless in a bed with coverlets up to my chin, waiting for death to claim me. Wynne's talents became apparent early on, particularly her skill at healing magic. She was well liked by all her mentors, and was recognized as an exceptionally gifted student. Even the Templars who watched her could not deny that she represented the best the Circle had to offer. She was an intelligent young woman who possessed a quiet confidence and maturity beyond her years. She spent many years mentoring apprentices within the circle, and her peers thought so highly of her that she was asked to be first Enchanter Irving's successor, but she refused, saying that she had no desire to work in the upper echelons. When word reached the Tower of King Kaelin's call to arms, Wynne volunteered to go to Ostagar. Oh, so she wasn't summoned, she volunteered. Okay. Okay. Who dat? Infirmary. That's out. We've talked to all them. What's this? Quartermaster. We gotta talk to that person there. What is over here? Who dis?
I'm sorry, but the mages must not be interrupted.
What are they doing? A weird snow dance? Okay. Can't go over there. Okay.
Soldiers of Ferelden.
Who is you? Tranquil.
Welcome, young man.
Oh, that's weird. Who are you?
I am one of the Tranquil, my friend. I am of the Circle of Magi. But instead of casting spells and reading tomes, I spend my time enchanting. It is a time-consuming process, but invaluable. Enchantment provides the Circle its worth. Certainly we would not get by on charity.
You speak very strangely. Why is that?
Allow me to put it this way. Do you know why those with magical talent are feared?
No?
Those with magical talent attract demons and spirits.
Oh.
We can be possessed easily, and thus become horrors known as abominations. Even
That's
those
bad.
with minor talents attract hungry spirits. Anyone with the power may learn blood magic from these demons. Hence, we are considered dangerous. This is our curse. Thus, I was made tranquil, stripped of emotions and talent. I am no longer dangerous.
Blood magic? Oh, maybe they should make all mages tranquil then?
You might feel differently were you a mage.
Fair. Okay, how is someone made tranquil?
Our forehead is branded with magic, which stills our talent and mind. The process is irreversible as far as I am aware.
Let's talk about something else.
Of course. What may I assist you with?
What is enchantment?
It is the practice of folding magical lyrium into items first practiced by the dwarves.
Oh.
The Tranquil have learned their runes, and we use them to apply a variety of magical effects. We create the glow lights, as well as the magic staff, or the flaming blade. The irony, perhaps, is that it is our very disconnection to our former talents that allows the Tranquil to work with lyrium so. A true mage could not.
I'm interested in this flaming blade you talk of.
Runes exist that hold the power of the elements that increase strength or swiftness. Almost any spell can be given permanency, given enough skill and lyrium. Naturally, the greater the power required, the more expensive the rune will become to create. True power comes with a price, as we know only too well.
Okay.
Goodbye.
The Tranquil. The Tranquil are the least understood but most visible members of the Circle. Every city of respectable size boasts a Circle of Magi shop, and every one of these shops is run by a Tranquil proprietor. The name is a misnomer, for they are not tranquil at all. Rather, they are like inanimate objects that speak. If a table wished to sell you an enchantment penknife, it could pass as one of these people. Their eyes are expressionless, their voices monotone, incomparable craftsmen they might be, but they are hardly the sort of mages to put ordinary folk at ease. Okay. Okay. Oh, that's locked.
Action is inadvisable.
Got it. Got it. Understood. What's going on up here?
Any last wishes I can help fulfill before you head into battle? Life is fleeting, you know. That pretty face could be decorating some darkspawn spear this time tomorrow.
Huh.
Well, you're not what I thought you'd be.
Excuse me?
The name's Daveth. It's about bloody time you came along. I was beginning to think they cooked this ritual up just for our benefit.
Oh? What do you know? What do you know about it?
I happened to be sneaking around camp last night, see, and I heard a couple of Grey Wardens talking. So, I listened in for a bit. I'm thinking they plan to send us into the wilds.
Okay.
We're right on the northern edge of the Kukari Wilds here, miles and miles of savage country. My home village isn't far, and I grew up on tales about the wilds. Even been in there a few times. Scary place.
Is it? I doubt they'll send us into pointless danger. Why would they send us in the forest? Why are the wilds so frightening? Yeah.
Cannibals, beasts, witches, and
Damn.
now Darkspawn. What isn't to be scared of? It's all too secretive for me. Makes my nose twitch. I guess we'll have to wait and see. Like we have a choice.
They're forcing you to be here. I wouldn't be here if I did. I'm looking forward to it. I'll watch your back if you want.
I've got nowhere else to go after what Duncan saved me from. Anyway,
excuse me.
I expect it's time to get back to Duncan. That's where I'll be if you need me for anything.
Okay. See ya, dude. Alright, let's go see the infirmary and then we'll come down to the quartermaster. Is there anything up here? Whoa, who's this guy? Prisoner.
Huh. Someone finally comes and talks to the lone prisoner. I don't suppose you've come to sentence me?
You haven't been sentenced?
No. They put someone like me in a cage until someone important has time to decide what to do with me. I don't suppose you have a bit of kindness in you? All I want is food and water. They haven't fed me since I was locked up and I'm starving.
Oh shit. Okay. I'll see what why would I want? Tell me why you're in her first. That's horrible. Why haven't they fed you?
I expect nobody thought of it with all the battles and such.
Okay. Why are you there?
I'm a deserter. Or so they think. I bet there's no arguing them out of it, though. Armies are funny that way.
Are you not a deserter?
I wasn't deserting. But when you catch someone sneaking around camp in the middle of the night, what else are you gonna think? Does it matter? All I want is a bit of food and water.
Okay. If you weren't deserting, why sneak around the camp?
Oh, I would have deserted eventually. Just not then. I was stealing, not sneaking out of the camp. I got one of those wizards drunk and took his key. It belongs to a chest they got here, full of magical treasures. In fact, I still have it. I can't use it from here, but I'd trade you for some food and water.
Okay. They didn't find the key when you were arrested?
I swallowed it. But it's, come back into my possession since then, so to
Gross.
speak.
Gross. That's gross.
Yeah, well, do you want the key or not?
Okay, I'll see what I can do.
Just ask my guard for his. He's still got some dinner. I saw him put it in his coat.
Oh. This guy.
Lucky dog. You Grey Wardens get to ride with the king while I'm left with the drudgery of guarding this deserter. They should have just hanged him. Put his head on a pike as an example.
Who is he?
They say he was recruited before the war up in Dinnerham. Probably figured he'd never have to fight if he served the king, right?
Why did he want to desert?
Why does anyone want to desert? Because he thinks he's going to die and he's a bloody coward, that's why. Either that or he's been listening to a bunch of hogwash about how the Darkspawn will drag you off and eat you.
Seems a waste for you to guard him all day.
I can't just let him go, can I? The army will figure out what to do with him. Probably just waiting for someone important to make a decision. Then they'll hang him, I expect. And I can go and do something else.
That's true. Well, I talked with him.
Don't expect it was an enlightening conversation.
I need food. He asked for some food and water.
Did he now? Since nobody sends me nothing to feed him with, the only way we'll get that is if I give him mine.
You should. You should do that.
All right, all right. I guess the poor fella could stand to have one meal in his belly before he hangs. Don't know why you care. I had nothing to do with it, though. If anyone asks why he's burping, I'm gonna say it was you. Just so you know.
I'm okay with that. Alright, let's go give him the food and water.
So? Brought me some food, have you? I'm so hungry I could faint dead away.
It's probably the idea. Okay.
Much obliged. May Andraste herself rain blessings upon you. And, as I mentioned, here's the key. Use it in good health, huh?
Sweet. Okay. Alright, we got the key. Ooh, what's this? That's locked. Okay. What else is around here? Who dis? Gate guard. Okay. Who dis? Her?
You may not want to remain here long, Warden. Most of these men have been tainted by the Darkspawn blood.
Oh. Oh, well...
You may not want to remain here long,
Okay.
Warden. Most of these men have been tainted by the Darkspawn blood.
What's going on here?
Ah, I suspect you are one of the new Grey Wardens. Will you accept the Maker's blessing?
Sure.
Then I bless you, Grey Warden, in the name of Andraste and the Maker above. May the chant of light carry your name to the ears of our Lord.
Okay, cool. We have been blessed. What's this? What is this? Infirmary. Okay. Alright, so this is the chest. What happens... Are we gonna get in trouble if we open it with the key?
That course of action is inadvisable.
Okay. What happens if we go over here? Can we sneak?
That course of action is inadvisable.
We're gonna have to wait till night.
Welcome, young man.
I should go.
Goodbye.
How can I sneak? Is there a crouch control? Probably not. No. There's not. Okay. Quartermaster. What's in... that's locked. Okay, quartermaster.
Have you seen an elf running about? Young woman, red hair, carrying a suit of chain.
No.
Blast it. Where did she go? That suit better be patched up when she gets back, or by the Maker up. No, pardon my manners. My troubles are no concern of yours, I'm sure. I'm the quartermaster. Did you come for supplies?
Yeah. Do you need help tracking this girl down?
Oh, I'm sure you have better things to do than run errands for me. I
Not
can
really.
find it myself.
What kind of supplies?
Arms and armor, for the most part.
Okay.
It's for the King's men, but you Grey Wardens can buy what you need for a modest price. I also have some, goods on the side I can provide. Strictly off the record, of course. To keep morale up, you understand.
Okay. Let's see your other goods.
So long as you keep it quiet.
Ooh. Soul. Ooh. Look at all of these. Longsword of High Ever. Great Sword of High Ever. Damn. Okay. Executioner's Helmet. I can't afford a single thing. Wow. Double Baked Mabari Crunch. Increases the Mabari Hound's health and stamina regeneration by 8 for 10 seconds and cures it of up to 3 injuries. Okay. Shield of Highever. That is 1.5 armor. .20 strength. Okay. Okay. Enchanter's Staff. Longsword, Great Sword. Damn, that's 15.4 damage? That one's pretty good, actually. Okay. What about, like, normal stuff?
Hello again. Is there something you need? Some supplies, perhaps?
Let's see.
Let me know what you'd like.
Ooh. Gray Iron Battle Axe. Okay. Heavy Dwarven Maul. A Maul. 1.25 plus 2 physical resistance. Ooh, that one's better. I don't think I can afford anything at the Quartermaster. A backpack? This backpack is designed to distribute weight evenly, letting explorers fight unfettered. Even while carrying large quantities of gear, each backpack purchase automatically increases inventory capacity by 10. We're gonna need that. Okay. I can afford a Mabari Crunch. That's all I can afford. Alright, hold on. What can we sell? We can sell an axe, a dagger, a long sword, that, the arrow, hold on. We're wearing something. Equipped. Okay. Helmet. Are those the ones? No. We do not have these equipped. Okay. 2 small shields. Okay, and we'll sell that. Keep all that. Alright, so now we have 1 gold, 65 silver, 62 copper. We buy a longsword. That's... You can almost buy that. Armor? Any armor that we can buy? No, we don't want a shield. Armor. That's the same as what we have on. That's better, but we can't afford it. That's worse. Heavy chainmail boots. Scale boots. It's just the smidgiest better. Chainmail boots. I think we can wait on most of that. Ooh, that one is better. That one's not. Okay. Alright, alright, alright. We need a bunch of these. Lesser injury kits. User instantly regains 10 health and is cured of a single injury. Ooh, that's a lot. I guess we'll get... Hold on. We need a backpack. And we'll get 2 injury kits. Okay. And I don't want any of those. Okay. Okay. That's locked. Got it. How do I get there? Do I need to go at night? Maybe here?
Now it's better than later. Action is
Damn.
inadvisable.
Okay. There's supposed to be a crow around here somewhere. A raven where I can respec. Where would that be? Alright. There's where those guys are. Who's this over here? Ooh, what's this? Nope, locked. Ooh, this is a red-haired elf. Ooh, okay.
I'm sorry, but there's so much to do before the battle. I must attend to my duties or I'll get the switch.
Oh, damn. Okay.
I should...
Okay, War Council, got it. Anything else back here? Ooh, there's a big-ass tent up there. Okay. So nothing really up here. Where is this bird? There's supposed to be a raven that I can respec at, but I don't know where it is. Has anybody seen a raven? No? I hear one. Is it over here? No? Trying to listen for one. Okay. Maybe not. Okay, so what do we need to do? Sulcher's Pass. Journey to Sulcher's Pass, where a troubled merchant awaits with a deal that may just be too good to be true. You've arrived at the King's Camp, just outside the Kokori Wilds in the ruin known as Ostgard. Duncan has told you that when you are ready to begin the journey, you should seek out the Grey Warden named Alistair somewhere in the camp. You acquired... okay. Alright, so we need to find Alistair. So I think he is up here. Yep, that would be him. Before we go talk to him, I need to take the dog out to go potty. So I will take probably the full 10 minutes, and I will be right back. Stay put. Okay. Thanks for chilling during the break. I appreciate it. If you're on Twitch, please give me a follow. If you're on YouTube, please subscribe. I would greatly appreciate that. Alright, let's see what... Alistair. Who is Alistair, and what does he do?
What is it now? Haven't Grey Wardens asked more than enough of the Circle?
I simply came to deliver a message from the revered mother, Sir Mage. She desires your presence.
What her reverence desires is of no concern to me. I am busy helping the Grey Wardens, by the King's orders, I might add.
Should I have asked her to write a note?
Tell her I will not be harassed in this manner.
Yes, I was harassing you by delivering a message.
Your glibness does you no credit.
Here I thought we were getting along so well. I was even going to name one of my children after you. The Grumpy One.
Oh, snap.
I'll speak to the woman if I must. Get out of my way, fool.
Damn.
You know, one good thing about the Blight is